I've been married for 7 years. I think 7 years, yeah. I have 2 kids, 5 and almost 3. So I have a boy and a girl, so they keep me busy.
Yes.
Yeah, and I work full time. I work at the courthouse, and I work, a good job. So.
That's great.
Yeah.
So, how did you find LadyBoss? What brought you to LadyBoss?
So I had my son in the fall of 2016, and he's my second C-section, so I couldn't really do much right away.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole year of 2017 was just a big struggle with having gained 50 pounds, like all the way back from between losing my first and my second pregnancy. I gained it all back from losing it, and then it was twice as hard to lose it. It was just not. It was mentally hard because my day one basically I was walking on a treadmill at less than 2 miles an hour, and I'm a runner, so that was mentally hard. And then trying to be a new mom of 2 kids and trying to do all the things, plus trying to get, I wanted to get at this back to my pre-baby weight by the time my son was 1. So the whole year 2017, I would see Kaelin and I would scroll, and I didn't join right away, but it was like December of 2017, and my son was 13 months old, and I was nowhere near my goal, and I was so frustrated and fed up, and instead of the whole fed up and quit, I was so fed up. I'm like, I got to do something different, and so I joined LadyBoss December of 2017, and then February I joined the results coaching program in February 2018. So, yeah.
So, before you started LadyBoss, what would you say were your biggest struggles? Was it just having the 2 kids and gaining the weight, or?
I think the biggest struggle was like mentally. I naturally put this high expectation and this pressure on myself, and then trying to be a new mom of 2 kids and trying to do all the things, and just not giving myself enough grace. Looking back, I didn't do that. I just was too hard on myself, and probably put more stress on myself where I was not getting results in the time that I wanted to, not the time I needed. Because when you have a baby, 9 months of growing a baby, it's going to take time afterwards, and especially after a C-section, it's a major surgery, and I just wasn't giving myself the grace that I should have.
Okay. So when you saw LadyBoss and you decided you were going to join, what was the moment that everything changed for you? When did you feel like it sort of clicked into place?
It really clicked. So I did join December of 2017, but we were in the middle of moving, so it really wasn't until 2018, and then when I took that leap of faith of joining the coaching program, kind of just like scared, not knowing what I'm getting myself into, and it was like it just finally clicked when we talked about the little things like the drinking your water and the meal prepping, the things that you just kept at it, and then it clicked, it worked, and then starting to see even if they were seemingly small, but they're seeing the small results, and just kept building onto that. So that, and knowing, okay, this is working, and so you just kind of build that momentum. So,
good.
Yeah.
Okay. And what was the big external factor that was sort of pushing you and making you want to change?
I just knew deep down inside myself there was this person I just wanted to, unleash. Like, I was a timid, shy person who cared too much what people thought of me. Mm-hmm. And so there was something inside of me I just had to, I felt like I need to unleash. And so part of that was the mental and emotional transformation I made by going out of my comfort zone. Mm-hmm. And because I've done it, because I went out of my comfort zone, it was scary and it was like, uncomfortable, but I had such big growth from it, and then it just has built from there, where I don't care what others think of me. I'm not this timid, shy person. I'm this better version of myself. Yeah.
So after you started your journey, what conflicts did you encounter? What roadblocks kind of tripped you up?
I would say some roadblocks would be my own self-negative talks, or some roadblocks, like, trying to push through my own barriers, my own limits. Sometimes you do get some outside people saying things and whatnot. But it's what has come down to, I've told myself, is not everybody's going to understand your journey or my journey. No one's going to understand it or like it, but that's okay. It's not for them to understand. It's your journey. And if it makes sense to you, and if you're enjoying your journey, you have to do what's best for you.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And were there things where you feel like you failed?
Yeah, I mean, I look at failure way differently than I used to. You can call them slip-ups, you can call them setbacks, and definitely, I mean, I've slipped up on my nutrition, or I've stepped on the scale, and it's like, oh gosh, but it's like, no, these are just slip-ups. You just get back on and keep moving forward. They don't define anything, they don't. I look at failure as a lesson learned, or a learning curve. Mm-hmm. Failure can be a good thing,
Right. I don't think that's a healthy way to look at it.
Yeah.
So what goals have you achieved as a LadyBoss, and how did LadyBoss help you get there?
Oh gosh, so it all started a year ago. I decided I was going to do a half marathon. That freaked me out. And I did that in October of 2018, the weekend after LadyBoss Live of a year ago. And then, but prior to that, going to LadyBoss Live, I wanted to throw up because I was going to be traveling by myself. I'd never done anything like that before. That was just really out of my comfort zone, and I'm so glad I went. Also, prior to the half marathon, I did some 10K, so I did these things that challenged me physically, and now recently, I'm training for a bikini competition, which is something I was wanting to do after I had my son. So, which is like completely out of my comfort zone, but I'm really enjoying the process.
Good.
Yeah.
Good for you. So, and what tools helped you there? You talked about the coaching.
Mm-hmm.
Is it primarily the coaching that you feel like has really helped you turn the corner, or?
It really did. I went into the program, I just wanted the physical transformation. Like, that's all I could think about, was like, I just got to get my physical transformation. But along the way, I had mental and emotional growth. Like, that, it's just more than I bargained for. I realized how timid I was and how much I was staying in my comfort zone. So I really owe it all to the coaching program, because there's things I'm doing that I would have never done had I not joined. Because I had my coach, she saw something in me, and she would ask the right questions, and it would just make me think. I mean, even like just beyond health and fitness, like my life. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. So what do you think other women like you need to hear? What do they need to know about LadyBoss?
What they need to know is that, it's never, no matter where you are in your season, it's your season, and it takes one day at a time, one moment, one choice at a time, and you're gonna have hard days, you're gonna have bad days, but that's okay. We have to embrace those days, because once we overcome it, you're gonna grow from that, and you're gonna get stronger. You kind of just have to embrace those challenges, because because on the other side of that challenge, whether you're scared, on the other side of all that is something truly amazing. So.
So what's your favorite part about being a LadyBoss?
Gosh, I think hands down, it's the relationships, the connection, the community. Because that's what, because people feel like they're alone, they're not alone, and if you're having a bad day, or you reach out to your sisters, and they're there to uplift you and help you. And you can't put a price tag on the relationship you build. It's truly, it's forever life-changing. Yeah.
That's great. So those are the questions we had. Is there anything else that you want to say, or that you want to tell someone about joining LadyBoss?
Whether you're scared or you just have to take that leap, because wherever you are right now, you just never know where it's going to take you and lead you. Because, you just have to start. Everyone has a day one. Everyone has a starting point, and you just have to start and keep going.